If you're a chosen one, then understanding deception through body language will likely be crucial to your survival. So let me put you on some game. I'm not talking Jedi mind reading tricks, and there's no one single tell that can prove someone is lying or perhaps preparing to betray you. Because what you actually should be looking for is clusters of changes from a person's normal behaviour, not a specific behaviour change itself, and especially when under pressure. If you're a chosen starseed, then you're no doubt powered, but armed with the right knowledge, like what I'm about to impart, you can now be perceptive, observant, and aware, but on a whole new level than before. I'm going to break down the most reliable patterns to look for in body language when communicating with others and suspecting dishonesty, deception, hidden agendas, or general fuckery and foul play at hand. First up, inconsistency. This is a big red flag. The strongest indicator of deception by far isn't a gesture, it's a mismatch. When words say one thing but the body says another. I'm fine, but I have a tense posture, a tight jaw, and frictious energy emitting from me. It's when the story changes over time. An emotion doesn't match the situation. Too flat, too dramatic, you know the sort. Honest people are usually congruent. That means a person's internal feelings and thoughts align with their external actions and words. Liars often struggle to keep everything aligned. Forget the myth that liars always avoid eye contact, because eye contact and eye movements actually reveal useful clues about a person's thinking, stress, and attention levels. Too little eye contact signals discomfort, fear. Too much eye contact signals an overcompensating effort, or trying to appear honest. Rapid eye blinking or eye rubbing equals a stress spike and looking away at key moments, especially when answering direct questions. All of these signals and patterns are telltale signs of deception. You think of the eyes as the window to the soul, right? Think of eye movement as a window into consciousness using its instrument for mental processing. Looking upward equals visual thinking, imagining or recalling images, a person trying to picture something, or searching for that specific memory. Up generally means thinking and processing. Looking side to side equals internal dialogue, talking to themselves, constructing a response, or considering what to say next. This is often what happens right before answering. Looking downward equals emotional processing or self-reflection, shame, discomfort, or submission, or a person who's trying to regulate their feelings. An example of this would be after being challenged, for instance, a person's eyes tend to drop, certainly if they're submitting. Rapid darting or scanning eye movements are very telling too. They're one of the more useful signals. Eyes quickly moving around equals heightened alertness or anxiety. Scanning the environment, who's watching, what's happening, can indicate nervousness or a fear of being caught or cognitive overload. But you've got to bear in mind that this can also happen with social anxiety, ADHD, and high-pressure situations. So just be aware of that. Freezing or reduced eye movements are relevant also, as sometimes the opposite happens. A person holds a very still gaze, exhibits reduced blinking or locked eye contact. This can mean intense focus and attempt to appear honest, and can also signal controlling behaviour. Overly steady eye contact can feel unnatural, kind of premeditated, and usually appears with agenda at hand in tow. Timing actually matters more than direction. This is where eye behaviour becomes actually useful. Looking away right before answering means a person's thinking or filtering. Looking at you only during key statements signals an emphasis or persuasion, and breaking eye contact at critical moments. This means discomfort is felt. It's not where they look, it's when and why. And remember, Clusters are more meaningful. Eye movement becomes informative when combined with other signals. So eyes darting and delayed answers and self-touching equals stress cluster. Looking down plus a quiet voice plus a withdrawn posture equals emotional discomfort. And over eye contact plus rehearsed speech signals possible overcompensation. The biggest mistake people make is they try to decode eye movement like a lie detector. Even fields like cognitive psychology show that eye behavior reflects mental effort, not moral intent. Lying and truth-telling can look very similar. But the bottom line is, eye movements tell you what kind of thinking is happening, whether someone is stressed or relaxed, and when they are processing versus responding. They do not reliably tell you truth versus lie or signal intent to betray, but they can be good indicators. The body offers us many clues to go by besides just the eye.